From assaulting guards to starting entire gangs, today we're gonna go over Tay K's life behind bars. Taymor McIntyre, more known as Tay K, is a popular Texas artist that is known for his hit record, The Race, that he recorded as a taunt toward police, while also being one of the most wanted men in America. But before we get to that part, let me show you how Tay K even got here. Tay K was born in Long Beach, California, and moved to Texas at the age of 9, where he grew up around crime, drugs, and violence. His first run into legal trouble was on January 1st, 2016. After performing at a New Year's Eve celebration in Denton, Texas, Tay left in the car with his friend and fellow Daytona Boys member Eric Santana Sage Johnson, who also happened to be a U.S. Marine at the time. The two were riding through the streets in a black SUV when they pulled up on the side of another SUV and started to exchange some heated words. After a few words were exchanged, Santana threatened to shoot up their entire vehicle. That's when Sarah Muchlesner, who was the driver of the other SUV at the time, panicked and pulled off immediately. Santana wasn't too fond of that, and he pulled off right behind her, turning it into a high-speed chase. After chasing them for a short distance, Santana fired a few shots at the SUV, one hitting Sarah in the head. Santana later admitted to the shooting, so he was charged with first-degree murder and was sentenced to 44 years in prison. But since Tay K was a minor, he got a slap on the wrist and wasn't indicted in this situation. You'd think this would be a lesson for young Tay K, but he didn't learn anything from this at all. A few months later, in July of 2016, Tay K was arrested with 6 other people on capital murder charges linked to a home invasion and robbery that took place in Mansfield, Texas, resulting in the loss of a life. On July 26, 2016, Tay K, along with Ariana Barat, Megan Holt, and 3 other friends, all conspired to rob 19-year-old Zachary Belowit. One of the 2 girls unlocked the door, and the gunman proceeded to rob Zach and his friend Ethan Walker. As the group was making an exit, Ethan tried to stop one of them, which led to them shooting and killing him. And after being interrogated for 2.5 hours, Tay K admitted he was involved, but he claimed he only searched the house for drugs during the robbery. I'm pretty sure Tay didn't expect the robbery to escalate this far, but if you're involved, you're involved. Tay K was placed under house arrest in January 2017 while awaiting certification hearings. Everything was going good so far. Tay K even started to take his music career a little more seriously, but it was until just a few days before his hearing on March 27, 2017, Tay K and one of his partners in crime cut off their ankle monitors and fled to San Antonio, Texas. Tay saw this as an opportunity for some quick clout, so he went on Twitter and tweeted, "Fuck this house arrest 12. They gonna have to catch me on Hood." I'm sure this tweet didn't help his case at all. Tay K then traveled to Elizabeth, New Jersey, where he recorded his infamous song, The Race. In this song, he opens up with, "A beat. I was trying to beat a case, but I didn't beat the case. I did the race." But even while grinding out his music career, Tay K still couldn't stop hitting licks. While still on the run, in April 23, 2017, Tay K shot and killed 23-year-old Mark Anthony Saldivar while attempting a robbery outside of a Chick-fil-A in San Antonio, Texas. According to some witnesses, Tay K and 2 accomplices lured Mark into a black SUV in an attempt to steal his photography equipment. Once Mark finally caught on to what was going on, he escaped the SUV and shouted out for help. Tay K then allegedly accelerated and tried to run him over. Mark jumped on the hood of the car on some movie scene type stuff and started to kick in the windshield until Tay K got out and shot him once before leaving the scene. But that wasn't all. Tay K was really going crazy with the robberies because on May 25th, 2017, he attacked and robbed 65-year-old Oni Skip Peep in Craven Park, Arlington, Texas. He allegedly knocked Skip out with a pistol whip to the head as he proceeded to rob him. A nearby jogger found Skip lying there and reported to the police immediately. Man, Tay K didn't care who he robbed. He'll probably rob a baby if it had a nice enough watch. On June 30th, 2017, Tay was captured by U.S. Marshals in New Jersey just a month after his accomplice was caught in May. When Tay K was captured, he allegedly swallowed an entire bottle of pills and was taken to the hospital. When nothing was found wrong with him, he claimed he was hearing voices. So he was taken to a psychiatric ward where he was held for nearly 2 days before being taken into custody. He really tried his hardest to get out of this sticky situation. Tay K was transferred to adult jail on July 21st, 2017, where he was tried as an adult, but the trial was pushed back due to lack of evidence. On October 3rd, 2017, additional capital murder charges were added to Tay K's case involving the murder of Mark in San Antonio. Police claim that they found surveillance footage of the incident, and Tay K was confirmed in the vehicle the entire time. At this time, Tjay was being held on a $500,000 bond, but it was revoked a few months later in February 2018. Throughout the year of 2018, Tay's accomplices were all receiving their sentences, but nothing was heard about the Texas artist. But on May 24th, 2018, it was confirmed that Tay K would not receive the death penalty or life in prison without parole. That had to be a major relief for Tay. But Tay K was also breaking the rules while being held on bond. On August 2nd, 2018, Tay was charged with possession of a prohibited item after a cell phone was found hidden in his sock during a search. Tay K was moved from Tarrant County Jail to maximum security Lund Evans Correction Center on August 14th, 2018, where he spent 23 hours in solitary confinement with 1 hour to go to the gym. But it wasn't over yet, because Tay K won a legal battle on August 16th, 2018, claiming that the state district judge made a mistake in refusing to set a bail for him concerning his aggravated robbery case. However, he was still denied bail for the case involving the murder of Ethan Walker. Tay K seemed to be going through it, because in February 2019, a photo of him surfaced where he was seen wearing an anti-suicide smock. But the rapper's manager shut down that rumor almost immediately, saying that this picture was old and Tay K only did this to get out of solitary confinement. It was also claimed that Tay K was giving the guards at this facility a hard time, cursing them out, going over his set phone time, and even throwing wet toilet paper in food trays. On March 1st, 2019, Tay K was accused by Texas prosecutors of starting a gang inside the jail called the Rugrats. He even had a set of rules for this gang, telling them to not snitch if caught in illegal activities, don't steal from fellow Rugrats, and to always obey a higher ranked member. They were pretty much like a military. They even had their own ranks like sergeant, lieutenant, general, and troops. Tay K has also been sued twice while behind bars, once by the family of Mark and once by the family of Ethan, totaling over $1 million and even profits from his music. On July 15th, 2019, the first day of his trial, Tay K pleaded guilty to 2 counts of aggravated robbery in the Mansfield home invasion case. And on July 19th, 2019, the jury in the case found him guilty of murder and of a third-degree charge of aggravated robbery. He was facing 5 to 99 years in prison for each one of these charges. That means if they wanted, they could have given him 400 years behind bars. On July 23rd, 2019, Tay K was sentenced to 55 years in prison for the murder charge, 30 years in prison for one of the counts of aggravated robbery, and 2 13-year prison sentences for the remaining 2 counts of aggravated robbery. They were light on Tay K because he only has to serve 55 years and is even eligible for parole after 27 years. He was also fined $21,000, 10 for the murder charge and 11 combined for the 3 aggravated robbery charges. In November 2019, a Bexar County grand judge indicted the rapper for capital murder. And even through all of this, Tay K still hasn't learned his lesson, because he even stabbed a prison guard, causing him to get his sentence extended. Even though Tay K has already been given his time and he has to serve a minimum of 27 years before parole, the Texas rapper still has hope for freedom. Just a few months ago, on December 28, 2021, Tay K tweeted, "I need a new appeal lawyer," hinting that he is trying to appeal the case and become a free man once again. A lot of people think he's delusional and won't ever have a chance of getting out, but you never really know what's going on behind those walls. And make sure you subscribe for a chance to win $100